Welcome to the magnificent world of Barbie, where your dreams can most certainly come true. My name is 8 Bits of Joy, and this is my beginner's tutorial for Barbie on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So we're going to jump right into this. So first thing to note is how to start the timer. According to the rules of the leaderboard, timer starts on character control. So from the very beginning, you're going to be holding right, and as soon as you see Barbie's legs start to move, you will go ahead and start the timer. Now, a split second after you start, you're going to be doing a jump. So once Barbie begins to touch the left side of these baseballs that are in the background, you will do a full jump. You will collect that health item, and as soon as you land, you'll do another full jump. And as you're landing on the B blocks here, you'll not only be holding right, but you'll also be holding down at the same time. That will reveal this invincibility B, and you'll continue walking on, pick it up, and you won't get damaged by that tennis ball because now we're invincible. As we're walking here, you're going to press the select button. That way we can have item number 2 selected. You can see your items down here in the lower left. The default is this bow tie. When you hit select, the diamond becomes the item that we now have available to throw. So we're going to continue on. Now we're going to walk. Either you can stop once Barbie is touching the left side of these baseballs, or you can even be lined up with the baseballs themselves. So you're going to do a full stop. You're going to do a light press of the B button, which is going to do a light item throw, which is going to activate the toucan to fly up. Right after you throw the item, you're going to jump up on the toucan, because now he's acting as a moving platform. And then you're going to immediately jump up onto the crates to the right. So it's going to look like this. Now once you touch the left side of the baseballs here, you're going to do a full jump, followed by another full jump. You'll make it right over that tennis ball. Once you're about 10 pixels away from this lower crate, you're going to do a full jump. Again, followed by another full jump. Then just jump across the gaps. And that is level 1. Now, immediately hold left at the beginning of this level. Jump on that platform. Then go over to the right. Jump that gap. Here, you're just going to fall down and immediately jump over onto the case. Once you are on the right side of this display case, we're going to be doing, you're going to hold down the B button, because if you look at the upper right, you're going to see a kitty cat on the platform with a B in front of it, which is health. You get the B by triggering the cat, and you trigger the cat by throwing an item at it. So right before you fall off the edge of this display case, you're going to hold down B. That will activate the cat. You're going to jump over the beach ball and then the kite, and you'll get that health every time. So you're going to jump up onto this display case. Once you get to the right side of this display case, you will do a full jump, land on this platform. If you jump a little late, you'll fall down, land on the kite, take damage. Not a problem. Just keep going, jump on the platform. If you jump a little early, you'll fall short of this platform. Again, not a problem. Just jump back up onto this platform. Jump over, jump over. Once you get to the right side of this platform, you will do a full jump. You'll land right about here. Now we're going to feed this kitty with the currently selected item. You're going to wait until the screen is transitioned over. Then throw the item. The cat will run, jump over the beach ball. Throw another item where the cat was lying down. Jump over the beach ball. The cat will run off, throw one more item, keep jumping over the beach balls. And that is it for this first quote-unquote boss. 'Now immediately run to the right and a few steps in, you're gonna do a full jump. Now, if you look at the upper right, there's again a cat on a platform with a B icon in front of it, which is also health. Once Barbie touches the left side of these roses, you will do a full jump. Right as you jump, you're also going to hold down on the B button to do a full throw of your currently selected item. So it'll look like that. Truth is, you don't actually have to do a full jump there. Just make sure you do a full throw of the item. That'll hit the cat every time. Just keep walking. Once Barbie touch the right side of these roses, you'll do a full jump. Fall off or jump off, it doesn't matter. Again, once you get to the right side of these roses, do a full jump. You'll get hit here. Now this next part is tricky. The jumps over these piles of crates, followed by probably the most annoying boss in the game. This part will take a bit of practice, just be warned. But as far as this beginner's tutorial, I'm going to show you what I think is the safest, most consistent way of doing this. So you're going to walk into this lower crate, jump up to the second crate, do a little hop up to the top. Now you're going to try to jump across this entire gap over to the next, to the top of the next pile of crates. You can do it if you jump at the last second, right before you fall off. But as you see here, it's easy to mess up that jump and fall short like this. If that happens, which it will happen a lot, just do a little hop up to the top of this crate. And if you're quick enough, just do another jump right away over this blouse. You'll land here, hop up onto the top of this crate, and then just jump across. Once Barbie reaches the right side of this rose, you're going to do a full jump. This is going to cut down on the transition time of the screen scrolling over to the side. So the screen's going to scroll over. If you did the jumps right, specifically the jumping from the second to the third stacks of crates, this boss will appear at the top of the screen like it is right now. The boss appears to spawn between the second and third crate stacks. So if you do the jumps in a similar fashion, you'll get the same pattern for the boss here. So you're going to wait for it to go down, and once it's at the height of its jump, it's going to throw its shoes at you, which is also when you're going to do a light to medium throw of your item. It should land right on the shoes, and you're pretty much going to be walking to the right as soon as you can, like right after you throw the item. So you'll hit the shoes, you'll avoid getting hit by them. Right about here, you're going to do a full jump. Once you get to the top of your jump, you're going to throw your item. That'll hit the first glove. Now you're going to wait for the boss to reach the top of its jump. You're going to jump yourself and then throw another item. So you'll hit the blouse and skirt. One more time, once the boss is at the top of its jump, you're going to jump yourself, throw another item, and the same thing with the hat. Now the key thing to note for the boss is the boss is defeated once you take out the hat. The hat can only be hit once you take out the other articles of clothing. So you're going to mash start on that score screen to get rid of it quickly. Now here you're going to walk to the right. Right around here, between the second and third columns of tiles, you're going to do a full jump. Now we're going to enter a hidden warp zone, which is floating above this fountain. So as we're falling down towards the fountain, we're going to be holding right and down. Holding down is what's going to allow us to get into the bonus area, just like this. Now once we get into this bonus area, you're immediately going to be holding left. Even before Barbie appears, you're going to be holding left. That way, you start moving to the left right away. As soon as the health icons appear, you're going to do a full jump. You'll sneak past this fish because we're holding left right at the beginning. Once we get to the second fountain, you will press down, and we are back to the main level. Jump here. You'll get hit by that every time, that's fine, so jump here. Just keep holding right, nothing's going to hit you. Jump again, also just keep holding right, nothing's going to hit you. Once we get to this point right here, if you look below Barbie, there's a line in the ground, a vertical line. Right when you're stepping over that, you're going to do a full jump to the right. As you're landing, you're going to be holding right and down. That's going to reveal a hidden health. And if you did that jump just right, you will pick up the health without having to stop. If you jump a little late, you'll get a little bit ahead of the item, and you'll just have to very quickly turn around and grab it. You'll only lose maybe half a second. It's not a big deal. At this point, just keep holding right. You'll get hit by this fish right here. And then you're going to get hit by this fish right there. So you can jump there or walk off, it doesn't matter. So we're going to do a half a second hesitation right here between these first two fountains. Just like that. And that's going to allow us to avoid getting a fish in the face, which is not good. So once you're going to be looking at either the front of Barbie's hair or the front of her skirt. Once she touches the left side of these tiles here, you're going to do a full jump. Just wait here for the item to land on you, and then continue to the right. I'm going to do another half a second pause here between those fountains, and you will avoid getting hit in the face by the fish. So we're going to continue on to the right. These fish look like they're going to hit you many times, but they won't. If you pause in the right places, like I showed, you'll never get hit. Jump over this fountain. And then once again, jump over the fountain. Now at this point, you should have 8 health. If you look on the lower right, you see the Z's. That is your health. 8 is optimal. If you have 7, that's fine also. I'll show you the strat. If you only have 7 health, which is right at the beginning here. If you only have 7 health, you'll just pause and wait for this waterfall animation to cycle through. So just wait for the gap to walk through. Otherwise, if you have 8 health, you can just take the damage. So right when you get about here, you're going to do a full jump over the steps, jump over the gap. Once you get to the edge of that step, do a full jump. Jump the gap. Again at the edge of the step, jump. Jump the gap again. And then jump across here. Right when the front of Barbie's hair or skirt touches this line right here. I'm using my cursor. This line between the tiles, you're going to do a full jump. Immediately jump right after to go over the gap. And same thing here, if you're looking at this line where I'm pointing out with the cursor, as soon as the front of her hair or skirt touches that line, you're going to do a full jump. And immediately jump after so you don't fall in that hole. And similar idea here. As soon as the front of your hair or skirt touches this line, which is 1 tile away from this lower step here, you're going to do a full jump immediately followed by another full jump. If you do this right, you can do it without any slowdown. You won't trip up. In this video, I show what it looks like when you trip up on the 3rd step. If you're just slightly late on your jump, it'll look like that, which is fine. You'll only lose about 1/5 of a second, completely negligible. So here you jump, pause for half a second, and then continue walking. So you should be ending this level with 2 Z's of health. jump over the pizza, jump over the pizza. If you jump a little late over that second pizza, you'll land on the left leaf of this plant that's behind Barbie right now. If that happens, let go of the A button, which is jump. You'll land on the right side of the platform above, and then you'll just jump over this pizza. If you are down here, like where Barbie is right now in the video, you'll just jump when you see the pizza. Jump over this pizza. You'll land before this plant, and then jump on this side of the plant, and you'll do a full jump across, jump over the pizza, get the health, jump over the other pizza. Now for this one, wait until the last second to jump over this pizza. You'll land right about the middle of this leaf. You'll keep holding down A here to do a full jump. Keep holding A as you walk and fall off. We'll do a full jump across and land on the top of this box. So for here, we can wait till the very last second to jump off of the edge of this crate. The timing's kind of tight though, and if you mess it up, you'll end up falling up ahead. So for the beginner strat, what we do is fall off the edge, wiggle to the left a little bit, and then continue on, do a full jump from the edge, and you'll make it across. So we're going to land on top of this box here, and we're going to activate this toucan just like we did at the beginning of the game. This toucan is a lot more annoying though. He has a tiny hitbox. Like his beak isn't even part of the hitbox. So the safe, consistent way of doing this is to keep holding right, walk off the edge. You hold right until you land on the table, then you stop. Immediately tap the B button to do a short throw of the item. Right after you throw, you're gonna jump onto the toucan, like so, and then immediately jump again, and you'll make it over the crates. Jump over the last pizza and continue on to the right. Okay, so this is the pizza oven boss. We're gonna just walk to the right here. There's a hidden health if you jump up on this table and hold down. But if you just follow the strats that I show here, you're not gonna need it. You won't get hit. So right when we get here, the front of Barbie's hair, the front of her skirt is touching the line between the third and the fourth tiles here. We're gonna do a full jump, because this is the boss right here. This is gonna cut down in the time that it takes the screen to transition over. Once you gain control of Barbie, start walking to the right, jump on this pizza box. It's gonna give you a little speed boost. Once you get about here, you're gonna walk right off. You're gonna land right about there. Do two medium throws, which is gonna close this lower pizza door, because this is apparently a pizza oven that you're fighting. So you're gonna do two medium throws, then two full throws to get that one, and then for the top one, we're going to jump and throw, jump and throw. It'll take a little practice, but it's pretty consistent once you get used to it. Mash start to skip the score screen. Now we have an unskippable cutscene. Barbie's throwing bitcoins into the mall fountain. It makes the water stinky, which attracts Toucan Sam, and he happens to have a sparkly dress just for Barbie. Right size and everything. Alright, get ready to mash on the start button to skip that screen. Now this is the first underwater level. You're immediately going to hold right and start mashing on A. There's going to be a bit of button mashing for this segment of the game. It's not too crazy. I'm not sure exactly how many mashes per second you have to do to attain full speed, but her animation will look like this. That's when you know you're going full speed. So just keep going to the right, you'll go underneath that shell. Once you pass the second shell, go up, almost all the way up to the ceiling. Hold right. The current will push you a little bit upwards. Just realign yourself like this. Keep going right. Once you get here, you're going to hold right and down. You're going to hug this corner. Once you get down here, hug the ceiling. You're holding up and right. So hold up and right to go up here. Immediately dip down to go underneath the shell. Go up to get this pearl, which is health. Then go back down. You're going to dip down underneath the shell, go back up. And then we're on to the sort of maze part of this level. So for this, you're going to be going up and down a lot. You're going to want to hug these corners as much as possible. So we're going to be holding right and down, then up and right. Again, hugging these corners, then down and right. And again, up and right, down and right, hugging all these corners, up and right, down and right. Now we got the fast shell coming up here, so you're going to go all the way up to the ceiling and hold right. And you will avoid that shell. Unless you accidentally slow down right before this part, you will always avoid that shell as long as you cut across hugging the ceiling. So we're going to... This part, you're also pretty much going to want to hug the ceiling. And then once you are passing the shell, you can start dipping down. And you should avoid it every time. If you find yourself getting hit by that shell, you're just dipping down a little too soon. Just wait a split second longer to go down. So here we're going to go up. And just go across. Doesn't matter if you go along the top or the bottom. For the purpose of this beginner's tutorial, that shell is always going to hit you. There is a way to avoid it. It's a difficult setup. I will be showing that in an advanced tutorial of this game. But even in that tutorial, it's not a mandatory dodge that you have to do. It is actually very difficult to do it consistently. So just expect to always get hit by the shell when you're first learning this game. So we're going to go down here, hug the ceiling. Now it's very important that you're hugging the ceiling here, because if you're even just a few pixels too low, you'll get stopped by this wall. But it should look like this, where you go right through the wall, then you go up. You're just mashing the A button until you get to this part, which is a short auto scroller. Nothing can hit you here. Don't worry about the turtles, they're just decoration. You want to float in this position where your tail is just slightly dipping into the ground below you. And the reason why we float in that position is there's a health coming up right here. It's hard to get it unless you're in the right position. So that was it right there. Now we're going to mash to the right. Now we're on to the second mermaid level. Immediately hold right and down and start mashing. This whole way you're going to be holding right and down while mashing the A button. As you cross these blocks, you're going to reveal a hidden invincibility. As soon as you pick it up, hold up and right. Now you're going to be hugging the top of the screen. You won't get hit by anything here. Once you pass this jellyfish, you're going to be holding down and right. Alright, so now we're on to one of the most annoying tricks to pull off in the game. Even for the top runners, this is an easy thing to mess up. I'm going to show how to do it for the beginner's tutorial anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to trigger this dolphin. You need item 3 selected. I actually forgot to mention earlier. At the end of the first mermaid level, that slow auto scroller part, that's a perfect time to hit select, which will then choose item 3 as the item that you're going to throw. So for this part, we have item 3 selected. You're holding down and right while mashing the A button this whole time. Once you get to right around here, where Barbie's torso is right in the middle of this section right here, like she's like pretty much centered. At this point, you're still gonna be holding down, but you're gonna let go of right, and you're gonna stop mashing the A button. You don't want to move forward anymore. I mean, you're still gonna float forward slightly a little bit, but you don't want to forcibly go forward anymore from this point. So you're gonna hold down and then do a full item throw. You're gonna hold B down. See, you're still floating forward a little bit because you have momentum. So as soon as the item hits the dolphin, you will now start holding up and right again while mashing. You're gonna mash your way towards the dolphin, and if you time this right, the dolphin will grab you right away. However, if you don't get the quick dolphin grab, the current is going to tumble you around in circles, and it's going to be really hard to grab the dolphin. So the best thing to do is to immediately swim over to where Barbie is right now. She's not on the screen because of the flickering, but basically right behind where the dolphin is right now, you're going to swim here. The dolphin will meet you here and then take you across the wall. The dolphin has to take you across the wall. It's the only way to get across. But yeah, if you miss the dolphin right at the beginning, just swim over here while holding right. The dolphin should pick you up. So we're going to go right into the door. Alright, so this is a boss battle. So, a couple things going on here. We got this jellyfish here. He's going to be going back and forth in a diagonal pattern. Once he gets here, he's going to start shooting projectiles to the left. Barbie's currently in the way. So right at the beginning, you're going to hold up and swim maybe like 10-15 pixels up. Not a lot. You just need to get a little out of the way here. So swim directly up just a little bit. And you're going to start throwing your items right away. As soon as you start swimming up, you're going to be holding down the B button. This is going to be probably about 3/4 seconds that you have to hold the B button down for each throw. You're just going to have to practice this and get used to the timing. But the items are going to go up over the jellyfish, and you want them to land right here. This is a lock. The lock is imprisoning the 2 crabs here. I guess they're the king and queen of the ocean. So you need to attack the lock 3 times, and they'll release the crabs. So it's going to look like this. So we're going to float up a little bit. And we're immediately going to throw an item. And it might actually be shorter than 3/4 second hold of the B button. It may be half a second. You're just going to have to practice it and get used to the timing. It's not too bad with some practice. But that is actually the quick kill for this boss. If you're a little too slow throwing the first item, you will hit the jellyfish instead. Just keep throwing the items until you've hit and locked 3 times. Alright, so that is that boss. Again, mash start to skip that score screen. Now we have another unskippable cutscene. This time Barbie is throwing pearls into a giant clam. And in return, the clam is going to give us a beautiful tiara. Alright, so get ready to mash start to skip this little cutscene. You're going to walk right, jump over that first teacup. Jump up, get that hidden health from the B block. Also, this first block here has a hidden health, which is in the form of a record, but it's the same as the little Z. So right about here, you're gonna do a full jump, land on the second teacup, and then do another full jump. You can do these jumps with no slowdown. In this video, you see Barbie's getting tripped up a little bit on the lip of the top cup. If that happens, you lose like a 1/5 of a second. It's not a big deal. As far as a beginner's tutorial, it really doesn't matter if you trip up a little bit there. But essentially for these teacup stacks, you're going to just jump through them and take damage. So right when Barbie's about lined up with that milk glass that's in the poster, you're going to do a full jump. You should land on this ice cube. Immediately full jump again. You should land towards the right side of this first glass. Immediately jump again. You'll land on the third glass. Do a short jump over to the fourth glass. Wait just a split second. Jump over to this glass. Now, there's a quicker way to do this section, but for the purpose of a beginner's tutorial, I'm going to say let's play it safe. We're going to lose a split second here, but we're going to wait until we see the cup scrunch up for another jump, just like it is doing right now. Then we're going to do a full jump across. That way, we won't accidentally land on its projectile, and we'll jump before it shoots a straw upwards. So we just keep walking to the right here. Alright. Once the front of Barbie's hair is lined up with the back of the hand in the poster, we're going to do a full jump again. And again, you see Barbie's getting tripped up on the top cup. It's possible to avoid that with perfect timing on your first jump. But again, it's only a 1/5 of a second that you lose if you get a little tripped up like that. So we're going to land on the cup. Once you're on the far right side of this cup, or even if you land on the lower cup, you can also jump on the far right side of that one also. You can make this jump across here to the sugar container. Once you get to the right side of this container, you will do a full jump. You should make it across that entire gap. So here, jump up, hit the middle B block there. Jump up on the car. Once Barbie is over the crack between the first and second B blocks here, you're going to do a full jump. Immediately jump when you land. You're going to try to land on this ice cube here. You can do a quick little turnaround to the left to center yourself so you don't overshoot the ice cube. Now for here, we're going to do a full jump over the bottle. You should land on this ice cube right here. Now do a jump straight up to the top of this bottle. And then immediately do a full jump to the right. And you'll clear that entire gap. There's a quicker way of doing that section with tighter jumping. But for the purpose of the the beginner's tutorial, it's safer and more consistent to do it this way. So you're going to jump over this skate right here. Now it's important to note, if you fall between the second and third soda bottles right before the skate will actually turn around right after you jump over it, and it will shoot. So if you do fall between the second and third soda bottles, be prepared to jump right after you land here, because it will turn around and shoot you immediately. Otherwise it goes back there and shoots you, and you have plenty of time. So again, take damage from the hot steam. We're going to jump up here. Once we get to the edge of this cup, do a full jump. You'll land on an ice cube, immediately jump. You'll go over the bottle, jump once you get to the right side of this glass. Jump again. Now we need to activate that little hamburger or hot dog buddy that's up there on the pipe. The best way of doing that is to hold down the B button right as you're about to fall off the edge of this cup. So it'll look like that, and you won't get hit by any of that. Jump up here. Once you get to the right side of this platform, do a full jump. Jump over the skate. Now this part's annoying. If you see this little soda bottle guy with the floating eyeballs to the right, we're going to have to throw an item at him, and he's going to help propel us over the big soda bottle. So I think the safest way of doing this is, if you look at the skate here, he's shooting a projectile. Once the projectile is passing through this bottle right here, you're going to do a full jump to the right. And if your timing is good, you won't get hit by the projectile. As soon as you land, you can actually take one step forward, or as soon as you land, do a light press of the B button, just a very light tap of the B button. You'll feed the soda bottle, immediately jump up over his head, like right into the side of the bottle, and he will launch you over. Now if you miss the soda bottle, you can still trigger him. He could be a little bit to the left of the big soda bottle, and you can still activate him and still get launched over. It's just harder to do it that way. So here, you should have 4 health remaining. If for some reason you are short on health, you can actually land on here, jump straight up to that B block, and there's a hidden health that'll pop out to the right. So we jump on the ice cube and then the glass. We're going to fall off this ice cube, immediately do a short hop, and then another short hop, and then these are all going to be short hops here. Another one, another one, another one, do a full jump, and then we're on to the boss. Once, you kind of have to visualize this here. Once the front of Barbie is lined up with the left side of this soda knob that's up here on the top, you're going to do a full jump. Once you're approaching the top of your jump, you're going to do a full throw. You're going to get stuck on the ground while the screen transitions, but the item is still going to activate the knobs ahead. The knobs that are up above. So the point is to hit all 5 of these knobs. We already got the second and third one here. So we're going to walk over here, jump once you're underneath the left side of the third knob. Again, do a full throw. You're going to do a full jump and a full throw once you're almost all the way at the top of your jump. But you can turn around to the left right here, like midair. You should hit the 4th and the 5th knobs like that. And then once you're back underneath this second knob here, you're going to do a full jump and throw, and you'll get the first one. Mash start there on the score screen. Alright, for this part, we have some hidden health that we should pick up. We should have 4 health at this point. Alright, so for this part, we're gonna jump up to the left side of this hamburger. As we're landing, we're gonna stop holding right, but we're also gonna hold down, which is gonna reveal the hidden health. You're gonna wait here for about half a second. If you start walking too soon, you will walk past the health and not pick it up. So wait half a second here on the left side of the burger. You should pick it up. Once you get to the right side of the burger, do a full jump, and you'll get that health. That jump's actually a little tricky. You have to get used to waiting till the last second to jump there. Otherwise, you'll fall short. So I'm going to jump on the spoon here. Once you're right here, the spoon will automatically prop you up. Jump across. You're going to walk underneath those fries. Keep holding right here. The fries aren't going to hit you. Jump up here. Now keep holding right here. These fries are going to hit you twice. Right there. And right here. Now just like with the first burger, you're going to land on the left. Wait half a second and then go. You should get that health every time, as long as you wait half a second. So here you should have 5 health. If you're short, if you have 3 or 4 health, I'm going to show you what to do here. Normally you would keep walking right and you're going to get hit by the fries twice. However, if you pause for about 3/4 of a second to a full second right here, and then go, you will avoid the fries, and you'll also end up avoiding the fries here too without having to stop a second time. And then there's one last health on this level, which is right in front of you. Should be exiting this level with at least 4 health. Now we're on to Thick Shakes, which is actually a giant ice cream sundae boss. So once we get halfway into this black tile on the floor, we're going to do a full jump. That's going to cut into the time that it takes for the screen to transition over. And we're going to start mashing away on the B button to take out this ice cream scoop as soon as possible. It takes 4 hits. Now here you can either jump or just walk across, it doesn't matter. And right before you get to that cherry that's on the top there, you're going to stop, because the cherry can hurt you if you get too close. So we're going to stop right before the cherry, and again mash the B button to take out the ice cream scoop. You should get this last throw in right before you get hit by this shake that's flying in your face. So again, you can jump or walk across. And same thing here, don't get too close to the cherry. And just take out the ice cream scoop. Make sure you practice this boss so that you can do it in this same pattern. You'll only get hit once. And it's easy to get consistent at it. It just takes a little bit of practice. So now we're on to the final level. Get ready to mash start to skip the score screen. Now, right from the beginning, make sure you hold right, and you'll land on the music note platform. If you don't hold right soon enough, you'll fall down to the floor, then you have to go to the left and climb up. So we're going to jump at pretty much the edge of this platform here, do a full jump, do another full jump. Now here, as soon as you land, do a light jump, just a very light little hop, and then do a full jump. You'll end up grabbing that health, and you'll go right underneath the quarter. If you find yourself falling off the right side of that platform, after you do the short hop, you can just quickly tap left on the D-pad to make sure you don't go too far and slip off the platform. Then after that, just do a full jump. You'll end up here. once Barbie is centered with, and I'm going to use my cursor here to show you the visual cue. This line right here, the second to last note, once she's centered with this, you're going to do a full jump. You should land right here. Now, if you have 4 health, you can actually just land on this platform, keep holding right, and then jump over to the next section. But for this video, I'm showing a backup strat. Just in case you're short on health for whatever reason. You can tap left here if you need to line yourself up with this platform. Wait half a second, jump straight up and then over, and you can go over this coin and you'll make it before this next one falls. That's only if you're short on health. Otherwise you can jump right through that first coin and take the damage. So here you want to be very careful with these next few platforms. When you're first learning this game, I would say take this nice and slow. Especially these next 3. So you're going to want to jump to the right. And if you need to, tap left on the D-pad to get yourself centered with the platform like that. This next platform in particular is very notorious. It's 5 pixels wide. So we're going to jump to the right. If you need to press left to line yourself up, go ahead and do so. I highly recommend pressing left to line yourself up for this particular platform just because it's so narrow. Fun fact about this level is if you fall anywhere on this flashing floor, you will get stuck to the floor and it will actually drag you all the way to the beginning of the level. This level is a bona fide run killer, which sucks because this is the last full level of the game. So that's why I say be very careful with this part. So again, jump here, turn to the left if you need to line yourself up. Then continue on to the right. You're going to want to jump off of these records once Barbie is standing between the middle and the right side of the record. That way you are able to clear these jumps. Now these records are spinning backwards, so they will slowly push you back. Just keep that in mind if for whatever reason you stand still, which you should not be doing anyway. Again, jump there. You'll get hit by that coin. We'll jump there. Keep jumping. Now these platforms are also very tricky. So just like with the short notes before, I would suggest when you're first learning this game, take this very, very slowly. If you need to tap left on the D-pad to line yourself up, go ahead and do so. Also keep in mind these platforms, they will fall after I think 2 seconds of standing on them. So keep that in mind. You can pause very briefly if you need to, but don't stand still too long. Now this jump, you're going to do a short hop from the right side of this platform. You should land on here. If it looks like you're going to overshoot, tap left. This next jump is one of the hardest jumps to do in the game. You have to jump pretty much at the last second on the right side of this platform to make it over to the next one. So when you're first learning this game, I would suggest walking over 1 step to the left, then doing a running jump. Again, wait till you're pretty much on the right side of this platform to jump. Do a full jump. You should land on here. And then do a short hop over. Short hops here. Again, turning left if you need to. Make sure you're lined up with these platforms. You don't want to fall at this point. Jump over here. I actually mess up on this video because I paused on that record. You end up getting hit by the coins. If you just jump on the record and keep moving right and jump immediately, you will get ahead of the coins. If for whatever reason you feel like you have to stop on that record, you can wait a couple seconds. Once a few coins have dropped, they will disappear for a couple seconds before they come back, and that's your opportunity to jump. But again, that platform is pretty easy to just jump on and continue on without stopping. For whatever reason, this video, I stopped there. So we're going to jump here. Do a last second jump here to this platform. And again, one more big jump. Get the last health. At this point, you should have 3 Z's of health going into the final battle. So we're going to land right onto this coin in the middle. I should actually explain what's going on here. So to beat this quote-unquote boss, you have 3 spinning plates here. One on the left platform, one right here in the center, one on the right platform. You have to get them all spinning full speed to defeat this jukebox and beat the game. And you get them spinning by jumping on them. So you're going to land on this center one, go to the left, jump on this one, jump onto the middle platform, and you're going to do a full jump here, hold down the A button through this entire jump. Otherwise, you're not going to get enough height for the jump. And when you get to the end of this strat, it's not going to be over because you didn't jump high enough. You're going to land on here. Now, if for whatever reason you only have 2 Z's here, if you're 1 health short, what you can do is actually just do one more jump in place here. Jump back on this coin, and this note will actually just pass you by and you won't get hit. Otherwise, if you have 3 Z's, just go ahead, jump on this platform. You'll get hit, it's fine. Jump on the top platform, jump back to the center coin, jump there, jump to the middle. Again, do another full jump, hold A the entire time here. You want to get maximum height, otherwise this won't work. And you'll have to throw in some extra jumps at the last second. You'll land on the coin, jump back up. You're going to make your way up to the top platform. You'll get hit one more time here. Do one big full jump. Again, holding A the whole time. You will land on the coin. And as soon as the screen dims, you end the timer. And you have beaten Barbie for the NES. Usually when I do the final split here, I will do it right when I hit the coin, like right when I land, because the screen dimming happens immediately, and as per the rules of the leaderboard, you end the timer when the screen starts to fade, which is right now. And that is Barbie. So here, she's just going to throw some records up into the sky. She's going to ascend up into Barbie heaven. There's a sparkly pair of heels waiting for her. And this is the end of the dream. Barbie's dream has come true. She got the perfect outfit. The sparkly dress, the sparkly tiara from the clam, the sparkly slippers, and there's Ken just waiting there this whole time while Barbie's doing all the hard work, getting ready for this event. Ken is just standing around. What a lazy bum. So that is the end of Barbie. I hope I described everything in enough detail in this tutorial. If anyone wants to learn this game or better their time in this game, and something doesn't seem very clear what I'm doing here, you can go ahead and message me here on YouTube. You can go to twitch.tv and message me. My handle there is 8bits of joy. And I will gladly help anyone learn this game. I would love to see more people play this. I know it just looks like a meme run. It's just like a joke run. That's kind of how you get into this game, just as a joke. But it's actually a pretty solid speed run. There's a 0 RNG to worry about. It's got a nice casual pace to it, but it has plenty of difficult jumps. Once I post the advanced tutorial counterpart to this video, you'll also see how crazy some of the strats get and just how optimized this really can be. This set of strats can actually get you sub 13, believe it or not. The actual time for this video, if you let it play without any of the pauses that I do, is actually at 12:45, and it's hardly optimized. So this beginner's tutorial can definitely get you sub 13, or at least close to 13. So that's pretty much all I have to say as far as a beginner's tutorial. My name is 8bits of joy. Thank you for watching my video.